Okay, so the most unrealistic thing in the new Scream movies is that in this day and age that anyone has their ringer turned on their phone. I don't think I've ever had my ringer turned on. Do I miss some important calls from my mom? Yes, but do I continue to evade Ghostface? Also yes. What's up, guys? I'm Sully, and today I'm excited because we're talking about the brand new entry in the Scream franchise, Scream 6. All you need to know about this one is that the story goes like this. 4 survivors of the Ghostface murders leave Woodsboro behind for a fresh start in New York City. However, they soon find themselves in a fight for their lives when a new killer embarks on a bloody rampage. Let me tell you, it has been nothing but Scream week in my household. I rewatched all of the Scream movies leading up to the release of this new film, and I could talk all day about how some of the tropes are getting tired or how some of the kills are pretty uninteresting, but the entertainment factor in these movies is kind of unmatched when it comes to a mainstream horror franchise. I didn't love Scream 5, I liked Scream 5, but it definitely got me ready for more Scream movies. And when I said earlier that some of the tropes become a little bit tired and a little bit overused, there's definitely still a lot of that in this movie. But I mean, we're on the 6th entry of this franchise at this point, so some of that was bound to happen. And I can't tell you how much just changing the setting of this movie to New York City really spices this thing up. I mean, these characters feel even less safe than they did in Woodsboro. This is New York City, baby. No one is helping you. A New Yorker sees someone in the alleyway getting stabbed, they are just walking on by and finishing their slice of pizza. That's just another day in the Big Apple. And to go off of that a bit, a lot of people are saying this is the most brutal and gory Scream movie we've gotten yet, and I think that is definitely the case. There's probably the most stabbings in this one than we've gotten in any single Scream film up to this point, which is kind of crazy to think about. And the kill sequences got a little more creative this time around. I've said before that I think the actual kills in the Scream franchise always kind of leave something to be desired for me. A lot of the times it's just a knife to the back, but it seems like they're getting more creative and stylized and headed towards more the way that I want to see stuff play out. Ghostface is kind of a badass in this one. Now, getting to the stuff that I didn't love, there are definitely some character motivations in here that just didn't work for me, and I didn't always feel that the stakes were really that high. I won't go into specifics here, but basically, if I see a guy get cut up like he just got tossed into a blender and then he survives, I mean, I don't know, that kind of just kills a lot of the tension and anxiety for me. Like, what am I worried about if they can just walk away after that? Another thing that bugged me a little more in this film than it did in Scream 5 is I felt like the main characters were so suspicious and mean to some of the side characters that it made me find them a touch unlikable. Just a touch. Obviously, this could be life or death here. There's a killer on the loose, and this is a whodunit, but I don't know, this is just something I picked up on a little more this time around, and it rubbed me the wrong way a bit. Like, if I was one of those side characters, I'd be like, I was sticking around to help your ass out. I don't need this shit. Bye. Hope you make it to Scream 7. Outside of that point, I do enjoy this cast. Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega do a really nice job continuing that sister relationship and bond, and the legacy characters they give us do a nice job fitting into that overarching story. Courteney Cox, oh my god, I think she gives me my favorite moment of hers in the entire Scream franchise in Scream 6. You'll know it right when you see it. It's just a total slasher chef's kiss. And then I can't end this review without saying that the third act did get a little bit messy for me. I mean, I thought that the killer reveal and explanation was kind of underwhelming, but then again, the conclusion also had some of the slickest and most high-octane sequences in the entire film. So I don't know, I'm just kind of conflicted about it. I don't really know how to feel about that ending. At the end of the day, I think you just need to give props that this movie was even able to exist. Making it 6 films into a mainstream horror franchise and not being shitty is pretty wild, honestly. I think if you're a Scream fan in general, you'll like this one, and if you're a Scream 5 fan in particular, you'll really like this one. It still doesn't touch Scream 1 or 2 for me, but seeing a new Scream film with a packed crowd is a tradition I could definitely get used to. Oh, and before I forget, I think this movie has my favorite opening sequence since Scream 2. Take that as you will. Scream 6 gets a Sully score of 3.5 stars. So that's my review of the new Scream movie. If Scream 7 doesn't go to space, I'm gonna riot. But let me know in the comments below if you're gonna go check this one out or if you've already seen it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys at the next video.